What's up YouTube? Nate, the old school otaku here. And while I was in the process of actually moving, I've had a chance to hit up the disc replay a couple of times and pick up some new stuff. So if you want to see what all I've picked up recently, stay tuned! And welcome back. So, as I said, during my process of moving and getting everything situated here at the new Otaku abode, I've had a chance to a couple of times to go and actually hang out at a couple of disc replays. I've been able to hit up the local disc replay a few times, as well as, well, the one out in Jackson. We've had some convention meetings for the conventions that I'm involved with, and in that process, had a chance to go check out some of those locations as well and pick up a couple of things over the last couple of weeks while everything was going on. So, yeah, I figured what better time than right now to kind of let you guys know what all I've picked up as what I'm calling my September pickups video. But at the same time, this is also going to be an update video, a little bit of an update vlog, as showing you guys kind of how far we are as far as getting everything set up down here in the basement. But first off, let's talk about the anime that I picked up recently. So, yeah, let's get started. So, first up, while looking at, well, while we were out in Jackson, actually, I had a chance to actually see some new things on the shelf that I hadn't seen in a while. And one of the things I picked up is Pioneer's Magical Project S Pixie Misa Finale. This is basically part 2 of Magical Project S. And what is this? Well, have you ever heard of Magical Girl Pretty Sammy? That's what Magical Project S is. I'm not sure it's the English, if it's actually the English title for Pretty Sammy, but it is TV series. This is the second half, so this is episodes 14 through 26. It is a Pioneer DVD set brought to us on 2 discs. As you can see here, the discs are actually pretty well kept. In fact, the guy who had this before me took some pretty good care of things. So he still even has the insert, though it's a Genion insert. However much that goes, and then you got the actual cover, episode titles, and cool little connection here, a little piece of artwork from this. So yeah, definitely nice to have picked this up. It's a lot nicer than certain other DVDs that I've picked up in the past. So yeah, what is Magical Project S? Well, like I said, it's Magical Girl Pretty Sammy, which is an offshoot, side story or whatnot, different universe from the Tenchi Muyo universe. The guy who writes Tenchi Muyo and does the stories and all of that doesn't like continuing on the story very well, which is the reason why it's taken so long for us to finally get a 4th chapter extra OVAs to the OVA Tenchi Muyo. And also why you've got Tenchi Muyo, the OVA. Each of the movies is kind of its own environment. You've got the War on Gemnir, you've got Tenchi Muyo GXP, you've got Tenchi in Tokyo, Tenchi Universe / Tenchi TV, Tenchi TV 2, Tenchi in Tokyo. Yeah, it's just all over the place. So that's kind of what this is, an extra offshoot. So the main character in this is Sammy, or Sasami, who goes by Pretty Sammy as her magical thing. And it's kind of the idea is she's from this magic realm, and she's basically the chosen warrior for Tsunami, who is a elder magical user who's trying to become the queen of Juraheim, which is the I guess the magical world that they are from, and she's basically battling another person trying to take this on. And essentially, Pretty Sammy has to fight yet another magical girl in order to choose who's basically the top dog and who's going to actually become that. And so that's kind of what you see here. Pixie Misa is her counterpart. And so, what all is in this version here? Well, it is a 325-minute set of 13 episodes, currently rated 3 and up. Pioneer dub. The original version came out in 1996 and 1997, and this current version here was brought out in the year 2000. It has Japanese and English. Actually, no. It's presented in just Japanese language and only English subtitles. So this doesn't even have an English dub. It's just subtitled, which is kind of odd coming from Pioneer, to be honest. But works for me either way. A little bit more about this specific one. Each of Ramia's plots to destroy Pretty Sammy has failed, and Tsunami comes ever closer to becoming the true queen of Juraheim. Before Ramia could let this happen, she decides to get personally involved and creates the Team Lovely Madams to assist her champion, Pixie Misa Finale. Even the third candidate for Queen of Juraheim, Romeo, helps through her champion, Love Me Emmy. Will Pretty Sammy be able to succeed against such powerful magical enemies? What would happen when Sasami discovers Pixie Misa's true identity and Ramia's ally reveals her true intentions? Find out. Watch this. So yeah, definitely a cool pick to pick up. Haven't seen a whole lot of Pretty Sammy, but I've seen bits and pieces here and there, and it's definitely a cute side story, a cute retake of some of the characters from Tenchi Muyo. So definitely nice. Okay, moving right along. While I was also in Jackson, I picked up this one too, and this was really cool, kind of being able to actually find this, because I didn't even know this anime existed until I watched a recent episode of GameSack talking about left in Japan, games that were left in Japan, and they were talking about a Super Nintendo game called Zenki. And it's based off of an anime series from Japan, and I'd never heard of this series before. And then all of a sudden, I head out to Jackson, head out to Disc Replay, and I find... What do I find? I find Zenki Saga 2. This is an Animego release presented to us once again on 2 discs. Includes this TradeUp.com, shop in-store or online, Sam Goody, Suncoast, and Media Play. So this was definitely purchased quite some time ago. Still has the... this stuff's really cool. Whoever originally sold these things took some pretty good care of everything that they had, so definitely tons of fun. So what do we have here? This actually is the second half of Zenki. So this is, once again, episodes 14 through 26. So it's not the first half, and that means I've got to go out and find the first half of this, but Saga 2, Part 2 of this full 26-episode series. So what is Zenki? To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about it, other than Zenki's like this demon spirit guy who is kind of super deformed and is kind of like brought into this world through a shaman girl, and then he has to fight demons and other things. So that's kind of the gist of what's going on here. The original version here came out in 1994 in Japan, and then the version here from Anime Works, I don't have a date for when Anime Works brought this out, but this seems to be kind of early on, early 2000s, as far as this DVD set. This is brought out here by Anime Works, which is a subsidiary of US Manga Corps, Media Blasters, all of that stuff. So it's a Media Blasters show. AnimeWorks was the label that it was brought out on. So what's a little bit more about this? Well, it is Japanese and English dialogue, so you get both an English and Japanese dub, as well as subtitles, if you prefer. It's 325 minutes again. Like I said, 13 episodes. The last half is this specific version. And I guess what's a little bit more about this? The greatest of the guardian spirits rises again. Zenki and Chiaki encounter a new threat as the evil Karuma awakens Anju's true power. Only the mysterious sorcerer Soma Miki is able to stand against Anju and her new form. The secrets of Soma and Anju are revealed as the final battle with Karuma's forces draws near. However, to achieve victory, Chiaki must travel back in time 800 years to challenge her own ancestors. Then she must unlock Zenki's second transformation, giving him the strength to challenge Karuma's ancient powers. So yeah. That is Zenki Saga 2, the second half of this anime. So definitely cool to actually own this. Something I'd never even heard of until I was watching another YouTube channel, and then I'd go and find it. So I'm definitely on the lookout for the other half of it now. Okay, moving right along here, we get to some more stuff. From my local disc replay, I walk in there, and all of a sudden I see these two discs on the shelf, and I knew I had to buy it because you guys might remember way back when, a little while ago, I had was trying to purchase All-Purpose Cultural Nuku, Catgirl Nuku Nuku, or Nuku Dash, and they gave me disc 1 of All-Purpose Cultural Catgirl Nuku Nuku TV. And they let me keep it, and Right Stuff sent me the actual disc that I wanted. So all of a sudden, I've got one disc of Catgirl Nuku Nuku TV, and now I need to collect the rest of it. And then, a while back, I was able to find Volume 4. So I had Volumes 1 and I had Volumes 4. Well, while I was at Disc Replay, I found Volume 3 and Volume 2. So together, by their powers combined, I now have a complete set of All-Purpose Cultural Catgirl Nuku Nuku TV. Yay! So yeah, we've got Volume 2 here, which is called Love Attack, and Volume 3, Everybody Needs a Home. Definitely cool to actually own these. So what's a little bit more about Nuku Nuku, or what else can I say that I haven't already said before? I mean, kind of the whole gist of this is that this main character, his I guess his father, built this cyborg girl to be his protector, and she's a cat girl. She's got cat-like tendencies. I think she was a cat that was transferred into this android body, and now she's going to school and all this other stuff. And it's hijinks, anime hijinks. The original versions of Catgirl Nuku Nuku TV came out in the 90s. Specific dates, years I don't have because ADV didn't release them, but these specific DVDs came out in 2004 is when these came out. Volume 2 here has 4 episodes, and Volume 3 has 3 episodes on it. I believe in the end it winds up only being 12 episodes total for all of this. And yeah, so I guess let's a little bit more here about Love Attack. Oh, catnip, how do I love thee? Let me count the mice. Kitty love is in the air. Nuku Nuku and her friends are back for more madcap adventures. For starters, Futaba has finally met the boy of her dreams, a handsome bookstore clerk. But the fevered thoughts in her head come from a concealed device in a book that's brainwashing Futaba to advertise Mishima's products. When Mr. Kusaku dives to destroy Mishima's newly opened underwater hotel, only to get caught instead. To rescue him, Nuku Nuku must confront the Speedy Girls, a trio of pop idols with psychic abilities. Worried about being on time, Nuku Nuku pedals so fast on the way to school that she and Ryunosuke travel back in time to when Kyusaku proposed marriage to Akiko. Events so terribly wrong, and Ryunosuke fears the young president of Mishima will end up being his father. Finally, Space Mouse Michi Michi wants to share one night of romance with Mr. Yamagata, but first she'll have to elude the mouse-hunting Nuku Nuku, as well as Mishima's alien retrieval squad. So yeah, that's Volume 2. Like I said, crazy hijinks. And then, Volume 3, time to let the cat out of the bag. Nuku Nuku returns for more madcap adventures in Maneki City. Trouble brews when Nuku Nuku beats spoiled rich girl Cheiko to the last fried noodle bun. An unpardonable offense that causes Cheiko to unleash an all-out war of retribution on her favorite cat-brained Androbot. Then Ryunosuke finds himself transformed into a pink alligator when he accidentally consumes a DNA transformation potion cooked up by the bumbling Dr. Oizumi. Unless Akiko's minions, Arisa and Kyoko, get the antidote to Ryunosuke in time, he will lose all chances of ever becoming human again. And the new year begins sadly when Nuku Nuku wakes up and realizes Kyusaku, Akiko, and Ryunosuke are nowhere to be found. Fearing that the Natsumes have abandoned her, Nuku Nuku goes on a trek to find where she belongs. Along the way, she learns about her classmates' families and the importance of having one. Don't miss this heartwarming installment of Nuku Nuku TV. So yeah, that is All-Purpose Cultural Catgirl Nuku Nuku TV Volumes 2 and Volumes 3. Really cool to now actually have completed my collection. So yeah, I know it seems a little odd, but that is actually the end of it today, guys. I've been kind of reining myself in order to have money for the move and the upcoming vacation and places, so don't worry, there'll be a lot more coming here in the future after all of these different places that I'll be heading to. Tons of chances to check out resale shops and all of the cool places that are available in the dealer's room at Anime Week in Atlanta and all of that other stuff, so look forward to seeing all of those videos coming very shortly. But first, for now, I guess let's give you guys a little bit of an update of what all's happening around the Otaku abode down here in the basement as we finish up what we call Phase 1 of the move-in. Stay tuned. Alright, what's up guys? So, yeah, this is the start of the move-in vlog, or the next set of the move-in vlog, or the update vlog, or whatever you want to call it at this point. We have gotten further on in the setup here down in the basement and whatnot, in the Otaku abode, the Otaku room, as it were. Got a few more things set up and configured, and I figured, hey, why not show you guys? We actually had a party over here over the weekend. Tons of people in here to just kind of hang out, have fun, watch anime and things, and just have a grand old fun time. So yeah, I guess we'll just kind of go around and show you guys all the cool new happenings, as it were. I will say, kind of pardon some of the mess here. We're in the middle of packing, getting ready to head down to Florida for a little while, and Anime Week in Atlanta. So we are getting ready to go on this nice big vacation, though videos will be coming out to you guys the whole entire time that all this is happening, so don't worry. I'm not shirking my duties as far as getting you guys new content, hopefully every week. But let's kind of show you guys what all's been going on down here. So yeah, let's start over here with the the living room area, the actual big entertainment room. As you can see, there have been quite a few changes from the last time you saw all of this here. I mean, before this was over here, there was a giant wall of boxes up here, and now it's all pretty much gone. And so what you see here is currently the setup that we have. I mean, there are going to be a few changes still happening down here, and you guys will see that as it all continues on and happens. But for now, this is kind of a good stopping point, a good place where, you know, there's plenty of room down here for people to kind of hang out and whatnot, and just kind of have tons of fun. So we've got You know, I've got the system set up my home theater machine next to it. I've got the computer we call Pinkie Pie sitting up there, and currently right now there's a game of Final Fantasy XIV playing here because Roccow was playing that while I was recording a little bit earlier today, and well, you know, all of that's going on. So yeah, that's kind of the look and the layout here. So tons of fun. It was definitely really cool to finally get all this set up, and now everything's kind of set up in a way how I'd expect it to be. You know, we've got stuff over here, great places to sit and watch. We've got surround sound system hooked up. All of this stuff is kind of hooked up and it's all ready to go. Of course, only right now we've only got the 2 game systems. We've got the PS4 and the Xbox One hooked up. Eventually we're going to get all of these other systems and stuff hooked up to it, but for now this is kind of what I've got going on in here. Either way though, tons of fun, cool setup and whatnot. So we'll kind of turn on over here and you can see well, kind of the setup that we have going here for the configuration. I mean, you've kind of already seen the setup that we have going on here as far as my actual workspace. This is kind of where I do all of my workings and whatnot, and there are a couple of cool new things kind of here. So if we look down here past the stuff that we've shown, we've got Final Fantasy for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Tons of cool, tons of fun. Roccow collects things on the NES, and it's kind of a thing of mine to make sure that she gets something every time we go to Disc Replay. So got her that, and then also got her a Dreamcast RPG, Time Stalkers. So 2 RPGs here. They're technically not mine specifically. They are Roccow's. I bought them for her, but really cool stuff that I recently picked up along with all of this stuff while we were out at places. But then another thing that came in while we were on, while I was in the middle of moving, was this cool soundtrack. I got Fury OST on vinyl, came into me. Tons of fun to actually pick that up. I mean, it came in and it's got a lot of really cool tracks here from a bunch of different artists, synthwave artists that I'm really into. My favorite song so far is here on side 1, A Picture in Motion by Wave Sharper. Really cool. Carpenter Brute's also a really good guy. There's lots of really cool stuff here with this vinyl. Tons of fun. And so I've actually got that first record actually in my player right now. So if I move some of this stuff that I've got over here, you can kind of see it's on a blue vinyl, and tons of fun. So yeah, that's kind of the update from this section here. But kind of go over and show you guys this other stuff. So as you can see, all of the boxes that were over here have all been moved over here, and this is actually where all of these are going to live once they're outside of their boxes. In fact, all of this area here is going to have shelves hooked up where we're going to be, you know, showing off all of the anime and all the DVDs and all the video games. So that's all of these boxes here is a lot of that stuff, and it's all sitting here waiting for me to build the new shelves and put them up here. Granted, that's things that are going to happen after the vacation, not happening right now. And so that's what a lot of this extra space here is all of this other stuff. So we've got the, we've got the setup here with the dining room table. And so eventually, you know, when things get set up and everything's configured, we'll have all the stuff on the wall, and I'll be sitting at the table, and the camera will be facing, and you'll get to see everything in the background, just how it kind of always has been. And so that's really the configuration, the setup that I'm hoping to actually have happening here in the future once all of that goes on. But yeah, as you can see, guys, this is kind of the layout that we have here down in the Otaku abode right now. We've hooked up a couple of cool things. We've got some We Love Fine bags. There's one there with Rainbow Dash, and there's another one here with DJ Pony or Vinyl Scratch is sitting here, so that's tons of fun. And yeah, we've picked up a couple of cool new things here as far as the liquor cabinet goes. So you can see we've got snacks and what's not available in here. And then a friend of mine brought me this Ohio bourbon whiskey, pot distilled, very small batch sour mash whiskey. So I've got, he brought me 2 of these bottles as a housewarming gift. I have yet to crack any of them open, and I hope to do that fairly soon and let him know what my thoughts are on these. But definitely cool to get some of that, because I do enjoy sipping some whiskey from time to time. I love making old fashions. I mean, that's the reason why I've got aromatic bitters and sugar cubes and things like that, because I'm an old folk as far as it comes to my drinking preferences anymore. And whatnot. But either way, though, guys, that's kind of what all's going on here. Tons of fun going on with all of that. If you are interested, I know I've talked about my health previously, but things are looking up. My doctor basically told me I'm basically not diabetic anymore. I am going to continue on with the lifestyle changes and things that I made in order to get me to that point. And whatnot, but I'm basically doing a way better. Hopefully, I look a lot better too than I did, way back when things kind of stopped. Hopefully, I've shown some improvement. People say I have, but I don't see it because I look at myself every day. But either way, though, guys, thank you for tuning in up to this point, and I'll send the camera back over to Nate over here on the table in order to talk a little bit more about, well, ending the video. Catch you guys later. All right, and welcome back from that hopefully riveting update coming from you guys. So that kind of brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me up to this point, talking about all the cool anime that I picked up and going over all the things that's actually been done here in the apartment. Or not the apartment. I don't live in an apartment anymore. I live down in I live in a house, and is currently sleeping in a basement inside said house and whatnot, but it's perfectly okay. Either way, though, guys, thank you for tuning in to me up to this point. I want to thank each and every one of you, especially if this is your first time tuning into my stuff. Thank you for listening to me up to this point, and if you like the type of content that I'm bringing out to you and what you've seen so far today, I encourage you to hit one of these 2 videos above my head. It's going to put you basically to see more content that I'm actually seeing. And of course, if you really do like this stuff and want to see more, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button above my head. It'll put you front row and center whenever I release something new, as it will show up in your YouTube feed, provided, the whole algorithm and all that other fun stuff continues on as normal. And I, of course, encourage you to hit me up on Patreon. Consider becoming a patron of mine. It'll definitely help out there. And at the same time, you can hit me up on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all of that, and social media and all that, including the website. It's all going to be in the description below for all those things. And if you have any comments, any suggestions, anything that you want to see in the future, anything that you think about the stuff that I picked up, let me know in the comment sections below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you have any questions, please do send them my way as I prepare to make some more Ask and Nate Answers type stuff too coming up in the future, and I look forward to doing that. But for now, that's the end of this video. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. This is Nate, the Old School Otaku, signing off. Say hi, dear.
Hi, dear.
She says hi. What's up, YouTube? Nate, the Old School Otaku here, and I'm just testing levels right now just to see how loud I actually sound and how much I actually peak on my camera's microphone. Alright, I'm done! Okay. Dunzo! Well, I guess I still gotta film the actual update video, but I'll get to that in a second. For now, I'm done. Bye.